Hi, welcome to Brainy Buzz. This is the tutorial for the HTML course, and today we are going to study about the head tag. Basically, in the head tag, we have covered your introduction part, some of the tags like the title tag and the style tag that is used to define the style information for an HTML document, and the link tag that is used to link your current HTML file with the external files such as this style sheet or the JavaScript. Your script tag, this is basically used to define the client side script, that is the JavaScript. For the head tag, this is a kind of an overview for the head tag. You will study these head tags deeply when you study the JavaScript or your jQuery or the CSS. So in our later tutorials you will focus more on these areas. So now today I'll start with the base tag. The base tag basically specifies the base URL or the target for all the relative URLs in the document. Like as you have seen in some of the previous tutorials, we used some URLs like in our anchor tag. So for that we have mentioned only the relative URLs, that means the half of the URL. We never mention the full URL anywhere. So basically the base tag is used for the relative tags. That means your relative tags can append to this particular base tag and can form the full URL. So there are two main attributes of the base tag. One is the href and another one is the target value. The href basically is the URL or the path for your base tag, and the target value are used like for the blank, parent, self and top. So they are basically where you want to open your target URL. It's like for the blank you want to open it in the new window. For self, the target URL will open in the same frame as it was clicked. Parent, the target URL will open in the parent frame set. It will be used when you will be using frames in frame set. Your top, it will be used when you want your target URL to open in the full body of the window. So it depends upon your requirement which target value you will be using. And for the href tag, you will specify the base URL for all the relative URLs. The meta tag is basically provides the metadata about your HTML document. It will not be displayed on your HTML page, but it will be parsable. These are basically used to specify the description of the keyword, author of the document and another metadata. This is basically passed as the name value pair. So first of all we'll study about the keywords. Keywords are basically the values or the words that are used to search your web page. Like whenever you want to search for the web page, you use Google or Bing. For that, like supposingly you want to search for the HTML. So what do you type? You type the HTML over there, or you type head, body, like that. So whatever the keywords that you want to give in the Google, and so you want your web part to search, so you can give it over here. Like in the meta tag we have the name as the attribute, and for the name attribute you can give keywords as the value. Keywords means in the content attribute you can keep these keywords. You can give a number of keywords whatever you want over. So like whenever you type head or HTML or meta in your Google search box, your current web page will be displayed. Like in the search it will come. So this is the way you can mention the keywords which are used to search your page. Another one is the description. This is basically used to describe your web page. Like over here, meta name, here you will give the description as the value for the name attribute, and in the content you write the description of your particular page. Like every page will have a description, or like a lengthy or the small description, whatever you want. These tags will be visible when you just view source of your particular page. And after that, author, it defines the author of your web page, because every web page it is written by someone. So what you can give, you can just give the author as the value to the name attribute, and you can give the author name as the value in the content attribute. Another thing is your refresh. Refresh is basically defines the time duration in which the page will be refreshed automatically. This will be used for your you want to display the cricket scores, or sometimes you want to basically they'll be used for the scoreboards or the news sites that you have, like someone pastes news on the news websites, and you want to refresh your page like every 5 minutes or some seconds. So over here, what you give, you have the http hyphen equal as the attribute, and you will give refresh as the value to it. And in the contents, you will give the seconds, like in every 60 seconds you want your page to refresh, or even that means the 1 minute. So if you want to 1 hour, that means you will give the equivalent number of seconds over here. So so far you have seen some of the basic values in the meta tag. We'll be basically working on the refresh when we'll study the JavaScript, and your base tag also we'll look into it when we'll study the JavaScript and the CSS. Till now you have got a basic understanding of the HTML, like how to design your web page. Till now you don't have any idea about the functionality, but only how you can design or how you can make your web page look nicer. It's like basically you can put the colors or the images, some headings over there. So with the HTML you can design your web page. So this was the last tutorial for the HTML course. I hope this would have helped you. In the later courses, we'll study about the CSS and JavaScript. With that, you will get more understanding of the HTML, and you will learn how you will be able to develop your own website. So we'll do that. Thanks and have a nice day.